This is a pivotal moment for the entire cryptocurrency industry. We've got more trouble with exchanges, guys, as the Bitcoin price went from Rocky Balboa to straight up Sweet Caroline. We may never see things go back to the way they were. Right now, the largest exchange in the world, Binance, is being sued by the SEC, resulting in a massive drop to the downside right here with the Bitcoin price. And of course, guys, I'm still holding the short trade that we gave in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, the swing short that we gave a number of months ago. Now, after a big news event like Binance being sued, the best way to approach this is to come to the charts objectively, just look at the price action alone without even thinking about the news, and then we can go ahead and add that layer to the top. So I'm going to be doing that right now. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell for notifications, because we are bringing you the most timely and the juiciest Bitcoin updates here on YouTube. This was a very intense drop, and your boy got absolutely wrecked yesterday, taking a long from around the 26,600 level. This was a trade I had been planning for. I had my confirmations present on the chart, and let this be a great opportunity to talk about how important risk management is, because although I got wrecked, guys, it was part of my risk management plan, and overall still in profit from all the trades that we've been taking over in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. So please, if you're trading these markets, make sure you have your risk management in check, because those trades are not always going to work out. So let's take a look at the chart here. Just objectively speaking, the Bitcoin price has not actually lost the key level of support, and we're still trading in this bullish falling wedge pattern. Now, something I want to just discuss, which kind of happened last time we saw an exchange have some serious FUD. We are also forming a bullish falling wedge pattern. We actually lost it, back tested it, and got the rejection again, and then we came back into the wedge and broke out. Now we're seeing some very similar FUD happening, okay? So I'm just bringing up the fact that we are still holding support, still forming a bullish pattern, and we are coming down right now to some very key zones of support. And I'm looking and watching for a very similar pattern to play out, where we maybe actually break down from this pattern, come back for the back test, everybody gets really bearish, and then we actually come back in and break up. Now, if you follow the Bitcoin price for a long time, you'll know that it's very common for Bitcoin to form a falling wedge pattern, lose it to the downside, back test support as resistance, fake everybody out, and then actually break the pattern to the upside. So is this going to happen? By the way, if you want to join the Casper Crew, where we give trade setups like this in advance every single day, we do 3 live streams going over the live price action, looking for trades, and a great community for learning. You can go to jasoncaspertrading.com, click the link to join the Casper Crew VIP Discord. And also, if you want to learn how to trade this way, guys, check out the courses, 25% discount in the description and the pinned comment. Very, very good information in here for the price. This will take a complete beginner to a profitable, confident trader. Also, if you want to take advantage of trading the volatility of these markets, longing and shorting with very, very cheap fees, check out my new favorite exchange, MEXC. 0% limit order fees, 0.01% market order fees. A absolutely great deal, only if you know how to trade, especially if you're trading on these lower term timeframes. Those fees will cut into your profit. It depends, right? We cannot know for certain what the price action is going to do, but what we can do is we can look for those key levels on the chart and then make plans accordingly, so that we can be best positioned to take advantage of whatever price action comes our way. So I want to take a look at the very key levels of support just below us, where I'm currently looking for juicy swing long positions. So let's keep in mind the overall context is that we have come up to the very key zone, that $30,000 level, printing the very bearish, dreaded, bald-headed Gary Gensler market cipher B pattern, where as the price is getting higher, Gary Gensler's bald head is getting lower. Is it a security? Is it not a security? Are we suing Binance? I don't know. But we can see the price getting higher into key resistance. As Gary Gensler's bald head is getting lower, that has resulted in a big move to the downside, which is why we opened up the swing short trade in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, right? So as we are coming down, what we need to be aware of are a number of things. First of all, let's take a look at all the volume that has traded here since June 2022. We can see that we have printed on the chart a very bullish inverted head and shoulders pattern. Right here, we've got our left shoulder, we've got our head, and we've got our right shoulder. And our breakout target of this head and shoulders is actually around $42,000. However, we can see that we have the neckline of the head and shoulders coming back down right around that $25,000 level. And we're getting very, very close to this key zone of support. So we know that although the price has gotten a move to the downside, we are coming to very key support. And I do personally find it a little bit difficult to believe that we're going to see a very fast drop through here. If anything, potentially a slow bleed, but just under the neckline of the head and shoulders, which would be a breakout and a proper retest. We have many other confluences right here offering us a key zone of support where we can be looking for the Bitcoin price to actually hold. First of all, if we take our Fibonacci retracement tool from the low we put in November to the high, you can see that we are currently right now coming down to two major fib levels. The 382 Fibonacci confluence perfectly with the neckline of the head and shoulders, as well as the 0.5 Fibonacci perfect confluence with the value area high of the old range. In addition to that, if we take a look at the daily time frame and we zoom in right here, we do have a daily order block coming in right around that mid $24,000 level. So if we go ahead and we go and put a little line right here, we can see that, look at this, right around 24.3, we have ourselves a daily order block giving us a very important zone of support where we could potentially be looking for a significant bounce or at least support where the Bitcoin price can hold. Now, keep in mind, this is in the context, once again, of forming this bullish falling wedge pattern right here. And we've seen it time and time again where Bitcoin will form somewhat of a falling wedge pattern, break down below it, fake everybody out, and then get a move to the upside. So when I'm seeing this and I'm hearing about what's happening with the exchange Binance, very similar to what happened with the exchange FTX, right? We saw that the wedge was forming right here. Bitcoin broke down below it when we got the FTX news. We came up for the back test, and then boom, it was off to the races. So I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm just saying we do see patterns repeat. We may break down. Everybody gets very bearish. We come back for the retest. Everybody gets more bearish, but then we make the higher low. And boom, one very potential possibility. So we need to be aware of this very key zone of support coming in between $23,000 and $25,000. Now, if we are going to lose that level, this does open up the door for much more downside. And this is something that we do need to be aware of as traders. If you take a look at my chart here, I have take profits going all the way down to $16,700 for my short trade. Why do I have take profits set so low for these short trades? Well, the reason is, guys, because if we are going to lose this key zone of support, that opens up the door for a very large move back down to some of these areas. And that $16,700 level is so key. The reason why is because it's a high volume node, pretty much the most volume that traded, at least on the Bitstamp exchange, throughout this entire region. We're talking an entire year of price action. In addition to that, this is the yearly open, right? If we go to the monthly chart and we take a look at where the month opened in January, we can see that it happened right around this very important level right here, around 16,500, give or take, right? The reason why this is so important is because if you go and back test yearly opens for Bitcoin, most of the time after the year opens, Bitcoin eventually comes back to test that level and it gives us a very strong reaction. So all we'd simply be doing is coming back into the range, trading the range. And if we look at this on a high term time frame, guys, this is a bullish looking pattern on the monthly time frame because we will still be coming in to make a higher low right here. Now, once again, during this time in the market cycles, I'm a big proponent of looking at the 4-year market cycles. 1 year before the halving, which we currently are, we tend to range sideways. Now, in the immediate short term, as day traders, it seems like, whoa, we're on a roller coaster. But when we zoom out, we could see we're simply just trading sideways. So we have to be aware, major support right here, $23,000 to $25,000. And then if we lose that level, it does open up the door, guys, for a massive drop to the downside, which in my opinion could give us a huge opportunity to buy on spot. So this is my overall outlook on the market right now. When it comes to the Binance FUD, personally, guys, I think this is bullish for crypto overall. I think it's a good thing for people to realize that keeping your money on an exchange is not a smart idea. We cannot trust exchanges. Binance is not crypto. FTX is not crypto. Centralized exchanges are not crypto. Crypto is something that you keep in your own wallet with your own private keys. And I do believe this is going to be bullish for crypto in the long term because people are probably going to realize I can't trust fiat because the banks are going under. I can't trust exchanges because all these issues. They're going to start keeping their crypto on cold wallets. And I'm still a proponent of the 4-year cycle. And I believe that we will come out of this with a new all-time high for Bitcoin within the next 2 years. Guys, I'm a huge proponent of being as self-sufficient as possible. And one of the things I love to do is find ways to basically create wealth, have a printing press machine myself like the Federal Reserve does. Of course, I cannot print fiat currency, but what I can do is I can generate assets for myself. And I believe that as times get crazier, we need to step up as individuals, as families, as groups of families to become more and more self-sufficient. Here's something that I do every single day to become more and more self-sufficient. All right, y'all, I am out here at the chicken coop right now. The chickens are out and about, nice and happy. And one of my favorite things about having chickens is their eggs, guys. Now, eggs, such a great way to become self-sufficient. I truly believe that eggs are a superfood, a perfect protein in every way. Lots of healthy fats, good cholesterols, good proteins, good for your brain, good for your body. And if you have chickens, they will pretty much scavenge around. You don't have to feed them too much. It doesn't really cost a lot of money to support chickens. They will eat your food scraps, but they constantly produce a steady source of highly nutritious protein for you and your family. And I truly believe that I could live just based purely off of chickens if I had enough of them. Because you can eat the chickens, you can eat the eggs, and if you're now growing some kind of potato, some kind of vegetable, some squash, you pretty much got all your macronutrients and a large portion of your micronutrients covered, guys. So I highly recommend everyone get a chicken or two, or maybe, 25, 30. All right, y'all, that is it for today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, click the bell, and may God bless you all in the name of Jesus, Yeshua the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still pray you and your family are very blessed, and I'll see everybody in the next video. Peace!